Hi, my name is India Knepper. I'm from Philadelphia and I major in sociology and I have a minor in business. In this podcast, we are going to be talking about the neuron and all the components that come with it. In reading assignment 5, I got the understanding of how the body communicates with each other and how it relays information throughout itself.
Hi, my name is Ayana. I'm from Pittsburgh. I am majoring in early childhood education. My topic was the myelin sheath. We also have Julia and Jayana in this group, but they are both absent. Julia is sick and Jayana has dropped the class. From my understanding of reading assignment 5, the neuron is the basic unit of the nervous system, and it works as the body's administrator to make sure that the processes and functions are running smoothly.
So, because Gianna's concept was really important to this podcast, I'm just going to give a basic explanation of what the neuron is. So, it's just a basic working unit of the brain, a specialized cell designed to transmit information to other nerves, muscles, or gland cells. Most neurons do have a cell body, they have dendrites, and they have axons, which is my topic. And what an axon is just a long extension from the cell body, which the electrical pulses pass through. The axon does extend from the cell body and it surrounds the nucleus. Without the axon functioning, there's no behavior for real. There's no thought process behind communication or movement. The axon fires and it allows, information to be relayed to those different parts of the body and is able to get a reaction from.
So how does the myelin sheath help protect the axon?
So the myelin sheaths cover the outside of the axon, almost like an insulation, and it protects the outside of it, and it allows the axon to function faster and with its transmission speeds.
Speaking of the myelin sheath is a surrounding body of lipids and proteins that surround the axon. It's not found on every axon, but the myelin sheath serves to speed up the neuronal transmission of a neuron, as she mentioned before. The myelin sheath is a protective coating that wraps around the axons, and it helps insulate them and enhance the number of electrical signals that they send and receive out to other neurons. Because this portion of the brain is responsible for moods and emotional regulation, damage to the myelin sheath will result in depression and other negative mood swings from the fact that it has a lack of transmission efficiency.
So why is it important for neurons to have a myelin sheath?
It's important because it is an insulating thing that the axon needs, and it assembles sodium channels to other neurons. And the myelin sheath is a dramatic need or essential because it improves the speed of the electrical impulses. And if the myelin sheath is damaged, then it will basically just mess up the whole neuron process. And there will be like brain damage that causes trauma and also other neurological illnesses like sclerosis.
So basically, the axon relates to the neuron through its ability to transmit and relay messages to other neurons in the body.
And the relationship between a neuron and a myelin sheath is that neurons are the main component of the nervous system, and it does protect the axon. So if there is damage to the myelin sheath, then the neuron is prone to have more damage to them.
And then that's all for our podcast. I hope you learned a little bit more about the neuron and the myelin sheaths and the axons.